Hello guys, welcome back once again. So today we are going to learn that what is the zone concept in Palo Alto Firewall. So basically in the previous videos I have already told you theoretically that what exactly they are and how they behave. But today I'm going to tell you in the lab actually that how to create the zones in the firewall and what is the default rules to allow or deny the traffic in those. So here if you see that I have taken a lab, so obviously this PC as usual will be used to access the GUI of this firewall, and I will be creating two zones, zone 1 and zone 2. Normally we take name as trust or untrust, but just to introduce you the concept of zone, I will take the name as zone 1 and zone 2. Why I'm taking this one, that it does not matter that what name you take, either trust or untrust, any name you can choose basically. So that's why I will take this name zone 1 and zone 2. So in zone 1 I will be assigning these two machines. Yeah, this is a user 1 which will be having this IP address, and in the same zone I will be assigning a server having IP address this one, right? So firewall side IP addresses will be these one of these two machines, and I will be creating one more zone named as zone 2 here, and this machine will be under zone 2, right? And the IP address of this will be this, and at the firewall side it is going to be this one. So let's see that how to do this one. So I have not configured the IP addresses on these machines, so quickly let me configure them and then we'll come back. Okay, so let me just take it user 1. I think user 1 I have already assigned IP addresses, and user 2 as well, but not done on the firewall side, so I will configure on the firewall side. So for that one I will go to GUI, and first I will create two Ethernet, go to Ethernet 1 here. As usual, the interface type I'm going to select as layer 3. I will take another session for that what are the remaining interfaces, don't worry for that. Virtual router, as of now I'm going to take as a default here. All right, so what is this default, that also I'm going to tell you in the next or upcoming sessions. Security zones, as of now I have not taken anything, just I'm assigning the IP addresses here. So create IP address 172.16.1.1 and /24 I'm giving. Okay, that's it, and hit OK. So the first one is done. The same thing I'm going to do for the second one, layer 3. That's all set. For virtual router I'm going to take as a default here. Security zone I'm going to take as none as of now, and the IP address I'm going to take as 172.16.2.1/24. all right, so this is /24. all right, and this is it. And the same thing I'm going to do for the 1/3. One 172.16.3.1/24, and config will be default. That's fine. That's all set. And another thing that we have to commit it, so I'm going to commit it as of now. Now we are going to the most important part, that is zones. So creation of zones, we will go on this field zones here. All right, we can click add here. So there are basically two ways to create zones. So by one zone I will create by this way, another zone I will take another way, right? So name here I'm taking as a zone 1. all right, and remaining here you will just add interface, that which interface you want to add under zone 1. So on the zone 1 I want to add interfaces Ethernet 1/1 and 1/2. all right, So let me add interface 1/1. Oh, tab I have selected here, so I have to select it layer 3 first. Add, and now we are having the Ethernet 1/1, and I also want to add interface 1/2 under the same zone, right? 1/1 and 1/2, that's perfect. And that's it. Remaining else you don't have to add as of now. If you want, you can enable the zone protection profile. So these are basically helping for the some of the cybersecurity attacks like reconnaissance or any attacks, something like that one, right? So for that one we can create this one. So as of now, just hit OK. So we have created zone 1, Ethernet 1/1 and Ethernet 1/2. We can do commit as well here as of now, but I want to create zone 2 as well, and for that one I want to go to the directly to the interface. I told you that we can create by another way, right? So the another way was here, whenever you are configuring your Ethernet interface, there is option like security zones. Here it is none, right? So if you go to the drop down here, it gives an option new zone. So if you click it here, then also same window pops up what it was there in the zones tab. So same way you can create here zone 2. All right, and you can add the interface here. 1/1 and 1/2 are already assigned. Now you can add 1/3 and hit enter. Sorry, okay. It was okay, and IPv4 address is already there, so just click OK. Now if you click go here in the zones, 2 zones are created, right? So there are 2 ways. You can go in the zones, you can add it here, or you can go to the interfaces and you can directly create zones from there. Now our job is to commit, but before committing I just want to show you that whether the communication is allowed to these things or not, right? So as of now I was on the machine user 1 and this server 172.16.2.10. all right, so let's see if we can able to ping from this to here or not. 172.16.1.10. I want to go to the user 1. Here it is our user 1. That's fine. Let me ping 172.16.2.10, and the request timeout is coming. The same thing I'm going to do for the 3.10. 3.10 is basically on the zone 2. So let's do for the 3.10 as well. I have not committed the zones whatever we have created or whatever the changes we have done recently on the firewalls. Before that we are trying to check whether we are able to reach those IP addresses or not. Now let's commit those. So it takes some time. So commit has been successful now. Let's check the communication now, that what is the status of the ping. So 2.10 is back. We are able to ping 2.10 now. Let's check 3.10. We are still not able to ping 3.10. It is still timed out. Now let's understand that why it is. So understand why it is. Let's go to the firewall policy, that what are the default policies, because we have not created any of the firewall policies, right? So let's check the default policies, and that's how it is taking as of now. If you check the default policy, the first policy that says as interzone default. Interzone means within the zone, right? So any from any zone, right, any source to intrazone destination. If it is any zone and intranet destination, it says that the traffic is allowed. For the first policy it is allow, and for the second one it is deny. So what is that second one? For the second one it is basically interzone, right? So for the intrazone the traffic is allowed, and for interzone it is deny. So whenever it is intrazone means we are on the same zone here, right? So if we are trying to communicate from here to here, that traffic is allowed because we are communicating within the zone. But if we try to ping 3.10, it denies the traffic. It does not allow. Why? Because interzone traffic is allowed by default. We have not allowed any of the traffic as of now. So let's just do one thing. We just allow that interzone communication as well. So let me create a policy here now. For the name, communication, let's say, or allow traffic. Source, I don't want to add any IP address, just zone here. So from zone 1, any IP address goes to the destination zone 2. If zone 1 tries to communicate from zone 1 to zone 2, the traffic should be allowed. Now let's commit it. Commit is successful. Let's check the communication now, that what is happening. And here we go, that all traffic gone through. So this is basically the default policies. If you want to allow, you can check accordingly. So that's it on the zones. For the other things, I will be taking some more videos as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon in the next video.